Welcome, Taurus, to your February 2020 love forecast for twin flames, soulmates, love, romance, relationships of the heart. Okay, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you'll consider liking, subscribing, even sharing the video. And for those who are returning or brand new subscribers, thanks so much for coming back. I am really enjoying engaging with you in the comments, and for those who have sent some emails, it's really been a great experience, and I'm so happy that we're getting to connect here. It's a great platform for that, and who knew? This is all new to me. So, not tarot, but doing it on YouTube. Okay. Ready? I'm pulling a card for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. This is from the Enchanted Map. Divine Masculine gets Cleaning House, card 37. 3 and 7 is 10, which comes back down. You know, that's like we got completion here, move out and clean house and start over. So I kind of get the energy of what that's about. Divine Feminine gets Gentle Gardener in reverse. Oh, wow. And look at this beautiful face of spirit just gazing down. But it's in reverse, so we're going to take a look at that. Just so you know, this is a general reading for the collective of beautiful Taurians, so it will not resonate with all of you, but if it does not, you can always check the reading, the video in this series that represents your rising sign, since that is the face we show to the world. And sometimes in especially romantic relationships, what we're showing the other person is our persona, is our rising sign. They're not always getting to see our core personality. So if you're the sun sign of Taurus and you're watching this and you're like, yeah, sounds like me, but it doesn't sound like what's going on in the connection, then check out the other video for your rising sign. That's just a handy tip. Okay, Cleaning House for Divine Masculine. When you see the Cleaning House card in a reading, it's time to declutter your life. Get rid of unwanted things in your physical home and release what you no longer want or truly need. Little Marie Kondo here. Is there any unfinished business you should address? Thoughts, memories, and emotional baggage must be swept out of your house as well. Your conscience must be clear for you to move freely in the world. Celebrate a spring cleaning and feel the freedom as you make way for much better things. Look at what you've resisted discarding and be honest about its value. Be honest and clean house. Ooh, that sounds like sweeping out the old to make room for the new. Just going to tell you, I know you can see me in light here, but it is very dark and gloomy out in the middle of the afternoon, and I'm in darkness here. So if I look like I can't see, it's because you see everything reflected in light. I don't see the light. I mean, I see the light, but I don't see this light. Oh, Laura. Okay, Gentle Gardener in reverse. Such a beautiful card. Do you harbor resentments? How often do you reinforce negativity by affirming lack and limitation? Every time you send out a desire for something but secretly harbor a belief that you're undeserving of it, you plant weeds in the field of your dreams. Oof. When the gentle gardener appears in the reverse position, she reminds you to be aware of any negative thoughts or selfish motives. She encourages you to step back and pay close attention to what thought seeds you send out into the world. Weeds choke the life out of your beautiful garden. No need to fret, however, because once you recognize this, you can always remove a bad seed and replace it with a healthy one. Forgiveness is your most powerful restorative tool. Oh, Taurus. If you're Divine Feminine, first of all, Taurus is the gardener of the zodiac, so what a perfect metaphor. I don't think that was a mistake here. And so, yes, be gentle with yourself, dear Taurus. Be gentle with yourself. And, you know, this is a time of getting real with ourselves, and therefore then we can be fully available to our divine counterparts. Little spring cleaning for the masculine and a little pulling of the weeds for the feminine. Perfect. So, let's see what the cards have in store. energies coming through for Taurus, February 2020. What might be coming on the path for Taurus in this divine connection? Divine Masculine coming through as the Chariot, wanting to move forward, and Divine Feminine, very nice here, wanting to manifest, ships coming in. Energy of the situation is doing some kind of work here in the connection, or working on a creative solution to a problem. There's Divine Feminine's energy. I feel like that's the dynamic here, is one of unconditional love. Because this can either be the challenge or the dynamic, so I'm going to look into it a little more, but I kind of feel it's a dynamic. All right, so how does Divine Masculine feel about Divine Feminine? Really wants to deliver a message of love or apology. Divine Feminine feels about Divine Masculine like, I'm in a holding pattern here. So this is either Divine Feminine feeling like Divine Feminine needs to hold back and wait for enlightenment, or feeling like Divine Masculine is holding back. So we'll kind of look at that a little bit more. And since we have the Chariot here for Divine Masculine, I'm feeling it's more the first one. But we'll see. In the extended, I'm going to pull cards from this deck for a message to you from Spirit, from the universe, your higher self. Messages to and from the divine counterparts, and all of this will be clarified, as well as outcome timing cards. So that's what will be covered in the extended, and I'm also going to read some romance angels for you. But for now, let's go ahead and clarify what we've got on the board. Divine Masculine. Now, before I go any further, Chariot, Cancerian energy. Empress is Taurus and Libra. Hanged Man is Pisces. So just so you know what energies are around you, Taurus. I see you right here in that Eight of Pentacles energy, but also in Divine Feminine, of course. Wanting to move forward with the Lovers, making a choice, Devil energy. Yes, wants to put down. Oh, this is perfect. So in this scenario here, what's coming on the path in February for you, Taurus, if you're Divine Masculine, I can tell you want to move forward here, making a choice to release the toxicity and put it behind you, lay down the burden. So if something went a little sideways here in this connection, I feel like Divine Masculine is wanting to move toward the Lover, wanting to move toward their divine counterpart, but knows that they have to sort of release whatever toxic energy there was between them, or release another karmic connection, put down a heavy burden. This is like this is releasing the burden. That is what I feel like this cleaning house and gentle gardener is both about, is this sort of letting it go, being done with that. Sweeping it out the front door. I don't even think that. Sweeping it all the way to the curb. And I feel that Divine Masculine is ready to take that step, to make the choice to move toward the Lover, to move toward Divine Feminine. Card of Gemini, just so you know, Devil is Capricorn energy. But to be done with any toxicity, or anything that's negatively karmic in nature. Not all karma is negative. You know, in fact, karma is what helps us manifest what we want. And here is Divine Feminine, now that I said that, in the energy of manifestation. Ships coming in. Why is the Three of Wands here for Divine Feminine in this Taurus reading? Brand new start for the future. Yeah, I like it. Wow. Underneath. Eight of Cups. So I feel like all right. I feel like there's a fresh start here is what's being manifested. Fresh start. Page of Pentacles. It's a small gesture. It's nothing big or grand, but it is stable. Okay? And I kind of feel like this Divine Feminine is like, yeah, that's what I want. I want a fresh start. I'm looking at the paths before me. I'm ready to make a choice. Well, that's very mirrored energy, because divine masculine is also in that chariot, ready to move forward, which is also a card of victory with regard to the Lovers wanting to make a choice. These are both choice cards. And I think when I look at this, I feel that divine feminine is walking away, turning their back on, whatever wasn't stable, allowing it to come down so it can be swept out. This Tower moment is likely happening now, or has happened very recently. And I kind of feel like what it was a wake-up call about what's really important. And being available and wanting to manifest a fresh start in the connection, and turn their back on whatever just came down. Turning the back means walking away from the drama here. This is Cups energy, 8 of Cups, walking away from the drama. Yep, the Tower came down, good. Sweep it out, right? Clean house, tend to the garden, pull out the weeds. That's what this feels like to me. And turn the back on that emotional drama. It don't live here no more. It's dark and dismal here today, people. I have to entertain myself. 8 of Pentacles. Situation here. Yes, working on a creative solution to a problem. What was the problem? 3 of Swords. Something definitely went down. Was not good. There was some duplicity here. 5 of Swords, some posturing, winning at all cost. This is definitely a card of, hollow victory. So if we're arguing with each other and it goes on and on and on, and it becomes so toxic that somebody finally just says, yeah, okay, fine, you're right, I'm wrong, you're right. Doesn't that feel unsatisfying? Have you ever done that? I mean, I've done it. We're all human, where you've just got yourself set on your message, and you're not open to hearing anything else. And then the person finally relents and says, yeah, all right, sure, whatever you say. That's worse to me than the fight. So it feels like an unfair fight and a hollow victory, in that that's a situation, trying to work your way out of that, a creative solution, balancing and tempering the energies, being patient during the process of balancing and tempering the energies. I think things got pretty darn hot here. You don't get much hotter than hell, folks. And I feel like, yeah, this is card of Aries right here. It got hot. It got hot. And got to exit that, right? Walk away from the drama. Drama doesn't live here anymore. Lay down the burden. Sweep it out to the curb. Doesn't live here anymore. That's what the situation is. Working on together. Well, this isn't the 3 of Pentacles, but it's still working on a creative solution to get past this disappointment, hurt feelings, unfair fight, balancing the energies. And what do we have here? What's the dynamic? There's unconditional love here. Taurus, this is your card. That's Venus working for you. Yes, unconditional love, happily ever after. That's the dynamic within this connection. So I say you're going to work it out. I feel that the message from divine, how divine masculine feels about divine feminine, feels more like a message of love to me, but we'll see. Passionate communication. Cards want to jump. Ugh. I think divine, divine masculine feels a sense of love. This is love, right? Love in a cup. It can also be a message of love or apology, and I feel like that's what's happening here. Lots of passionate communication is how they feel. Like they want to reach out and communicate to divine feminine how they feel. They want to move in, sweep divine feminine off their feet. This card of Sagittarius, the Knight of Wands, in its highest vibration, it's grand gestures, right? It's coming in with Cupid's arrows blazing to deliver this message of love. So there's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of passion, but it has to be balanced. Justice, Libra. So you may be dealing, well, I know you may be dealing with a Cancerian because that shows up, or a Gemini or a Capricorn. You can be dealing with almost anybody. But Libra is the other part here of this divine feminine, right? 1/2 Taurus, 1/2 Libra, air, earth. I almost feel in a way as if divine masculine feels like there's some need for the air balance, for that Libra energy to come in. So while this is a message of how divine masculine feels, it feels more like a message. It's reading more like a message to divine feminine. I think there's a lot of passion here. I think divine masculine really is into divine feminine, but is sort of seeing divine feminine as passionate, yes, but needing a little bit of that balance, that justice energy, a little more fairness. So it could be that this 5 of Swords was an unfair fight because divine feminine, right, is the one that had the hollow victory, is the one who was like, well, here's my point, and here's my other point, and here's my other point, and here's my other point. And divine masculine is like, you lost me at the second point. Okay, fine, you win. And then it's like, well, that wasn't fair. Nor was it enjoyable. So I'm chuckling because I can see this playing out in real life. And for those of you who say, oh my gosh, she's telling my story, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. This is not an indictment of anybody being low vibration. It's just if we're going to make this thing work, we might need a little more balance here, a little more fairness. But I think that divine masculine sees the divine feminine as someone that they have love for, passion for. It's fast-moving energy, and yet there's an innocence about it. There's an innocence there. I think they see you in that light. Divine feminine feels hanged man energy about divine masculine. Judgment, that's past life soulmate. Forgiveness, second chances. Waiting for a sign. Oof, victory. There's your Swords energy. So this is divinely gifted wisdom, insight, that aha moment, no doubt about it. So I kind of feel like both of these feel very more like messages than how they feel, but I feel divine feminine feels that divine masculine is waiting for a sign that there's this all clear for makeup session, if you know what I mean. This is forgiveness and second chances and reconciliation, and then we get yup, that's exactly what that is. Okay, so some wisdom, the insight, the divinely gifted aha moment of clarity within the connection. So I kind of feel like divine feminine is looking to divine masculine, feeling that they are worth the sacrifice while they're waiting for the enlightenment, while they're waiting for the sign, the all clear, that the two can go on and move forward and be victorious through whatever little setback you may have had. And I say little, it doesn't feel so little. Devil with 10 of Wands and Tower with 8 of Cups. Whoa. And 3 of Swords, working through that. with Five of Swords, yeah, no, this hasn't been easy. I'm not trying to make light of it. I'm just trying to say that I see you both feeling very positively about the other. Tentative energy of this little Page of Cups, a little message of love or apology, really wanting to sweep in and just grab Divine Feminine and run, right? Like to the bedroom run. And yet there's this need for balance and fairness and the Swords energy of justice, Libra energy. And then we have Divine Feminine feeling like, yeah, this is a sacrifice. Like, I don't know if Divine Feminine feels Divine Masculine made a little sacrifice and pulled back and waited for enlightenment. But there's like this sensitivity toward that. And yeah, big divine gift of insight, knowledge, wisdom, and victory. And the Judgment card is the card of the twin flame soulmate, past life soulmate. That is forgiveness and second chances and reconciliation, being called back to the connection victoriously. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so if this is speaking to you at all, let's go ahead and go to the extended. The link is right below in the description box. You should be able to click it. If you can't, just cut and paste it into a browser, and I'll see you on the other side, and we'll continue this reading with some energetic messages and advice to you from Spirit and how this might play out over time. And if not, I'll see you on a future video. Have a wonderful February. Bye, Taurus.